The time has come. Not one, but two swords in one season, which I happen to 5-star both. So today, I'm going to teach you how to play both Decavitators. I'll be covering the abilities, the basics, how to play the weapon, and teach you some tips and tricks. Okay, what gear abilities do we run for the Decavitators? For our main ability, you're going to want to run Comeback since you'll be going down a lot, and the perks you get are very useful for your weapon. Next we have Stealth Jump, which is a W ability which hides your super jump from the distance. Next you're going to run this amount of quick respawn. Then you want to run this amount of swim speed, since swim speed is a pretty useful ability for a midweight weapon. For your utility subs, you want to run a quick super jump, ink resistant, and special saver. Okay, now for the mid variant, for those two MC subs, you want to run 2 slots of ink saver main to get extra slashes after you use your section bomb. And for the charcoal variant, you're going to run special power up for those 2 slots to buff your inkjet duration and the explosion radius when shooting. Okay, now that I'm done with the recommended abilities, here are my builds for both Decavitators. And here are other builds from top players. Okay, now on to the basics. The Decavitator is a midweight Splatana that can fire only horizontal slashes, then can be charged for a threatening one-shot lunge attack. Horizontal slashes from distance can do 40 damage, making this a 3-shot. This attack is very slow, but it can be useful to get easy damage to help combo with your teammates. If you're closer to an opponent, horizontal swing will do 70 damage, making this a 2-shot, which can be a bit useful when an opponent is way too close to you and you need a quick attack to get a kill. Next we got a Charge Slash, which has more range, a wider hitbox, and does more damage. The Charge Slash from a distance does 80 damage, making this a 2-shot, and for the Charge Direct, does 160 damage, making this a 1-shot. This attack is very wide, which makes the direct hit an easy kill, and this attack can lunge like the other Splatanas, but this one goes way further and has an easier flick to land. How to play the weapon. Decavitator is a frontline weapon that focuses on getting in and getting as many picks as possible. So when playing this weapon, you're going to be trying to get in by sharking in the front lines, but make sure you have teammates that will paint you in, and also try not to fight alone when doing this. If you can't go for the Charge Slash Direct, then don't be afraid to go for the Tap to Charge combo, which is pretty simple to land and has decent range to get consistent picks. Just like the other Splatanas, you have amazing object damage, but since you have limited range, you're going to want to go for objects you can actually shred, like Brawler Shields, Weight Breakers, the Rainmaker Barrier, Booyah Bombs, and a few others that you can shred from a safe distance. Okay, now for some tips and tricks. First, let's start with both kits, sub and special. For the first sub, we got Suction Bomb, which is such a useful bomb that sticks to wherever you throw it, and here are tips for this sub. Next, I recommend using Suction Bomb to hold areas like stalling a Rainmaker path, stalling path so your team has time to jump back, or to push back an enemy that's chasing you. Next, I recommend hiding your Suction Bomb behind walls and your crates, which can be a very cheesy way to get easy kills, since the enemy cannot see the bomb and it's easy to die to a Suction Bomb since it has a huge explosion radius. Use your Suction Bomb to camp super jumps, but I'd say only do this when you're too far away to do a Charge Slash, so yeah, only use the bomb when you can't camp super jumps with the main weapon. For the other sub, we got Splash Wall, which is a shield that can tank a lot of different things like a whole Zuka shot, lets you delete 10 shields for free, and just let shooters and duelies not play the game at all. Learn to throw a distance when aiming upward or downward with Splash Wall. The throw distance will change depending on where you aim it. This can be useful to do stuff like this. This is very important to learn since you want to make the most out of your wall. So learn all the maps and see how far you should throw your wall to put it in the perfect spot. Learn to bounce your splash walls off walls to put it in the perfect spot to help put the shield in the right spot. And you can also learn to do this on tower control to put a splash wall perfectly on the tower. Next is to use your splash wall to shield you when super jumping out, which can help you stall some time to safely jump out. Next of course is to fight when using your splash wall, so I recommend going for the charge to tap slash combo, or going for the lunge attack, but beware of enemies with lethal bombs, which can kill you instantly when you leave your shield. So I recommend going for the lunge against weapons with no lethal bombs. Okay, on to the specials. First we have Big Bubbler. When using this special, you're not trying to use it too supportively, but more selfishly. So if you're getting rushed, then you pop Bubble to counter the enemy back, since they have to respect you in a shield. And thanks to the Decavitator having a lunge attack, it can easily just fight back immediately. Use Bubble to hold areas like a certain plat area to stall an enemy's team push. Hold a stack so your backline can hold while in the bubble. Use it on tower to protect the tower, but just know Bubble lasts shorter on tower, so you can also put it on the tower tracks, so you can still kind of protect the tower in front, and it can safely get the checkpoint. Place it on a zone. Thanks to the paint buff that Bubble got, you can paint the zone a bit and throw a section bomb right after for more paint. Next, when trying to place a bubble, always try to shark when placing it, because a bubble being placed with none of the enemy's knowledge can be very threatening since you're a one-shot sword that can kill anybody at any second, and you have a shield on top of that to protect you. So for sure shark when using the special. Use bubble to waste the enemy's resources. For example, when a Zuka is about to be shot, always place a bubble when that happens, since you can easily tank a Zuka shot, which is huge. You can also use bubble to waste Inkjet's value, missiles, Ink Vac, but don't use bubble in front of a Reciter, Splashdown, Ultrasound, Kraken, which completely ignores everything the bubble does. Okay, for the next special we have Inkjet, which is a recall special that can be used to get picks or to supply a ton of damage while in the air. So when popping this special, you're going to want to abuse terrain, so you're going to want to pop your jet on higher ground, since the higher you are, the harder of a target you are to hit, which will give your jet so much value, so try to find the best spots when popping jet. Next is to use your squid form for movement. Since Inkjet has very slow movement, you're going to want to use your squid form to turn your jet around quicker. You can also use your squid form to dodge hits, which will make you a harder target to hit. And last is to use your squid form to fall down to hit an easy Inkjet shot. But I don't recommend doing this on a weapon that are trying to run away from you, or are not trying to shoot you back. Next is to use your Inkjet boost. This can help you dodge attacks, get you on higher terrain, or help you reach an angle to hit your shots. When popping Inkjet, I of course recommend popping in a safe spot, so of course it doesn't get camped. But I say the best spot is to pop it under ledges, since it's an easy way to get kills on someone who has no knowledge of you being there. And since you're closer to the target, the one shot will be easier to land. Pop a jet when another special or when your teammates are around, because even if you don't get the kill yourself, you'll still do around 30 to 50 damage, which can make it easier for your teammates to follow up on that. And my last tip for Inkjet is when recalling, use your charge slash to protect your recall, so I recommend going for the lunge to escape if you can't get the kill on or the enemy is further away from you. But most of the time I'd say going for a normal charge slash attack, since the lunge has a ton of startup, so going for the normal charge is better since it's faster and has a wider hitbox to safely protect your recall. Okay, now onto the main weapon. When aiming your slashes, you want to aim a bit upwards, since if you aim a bit downward, the slashes will hit the floor, so yeah, always aim upwards, and if there's slopes, then just go for the charge slash lunge instead. When going for the charge slash one shot, I recommend doing it when sharking, going for easy kill from behind, when an enemy is climbing a wall, when you're in a 1v1 fight and your opponent has a weapon with slow kill time, and for sure camp super jumps and recalls, but when doing this, always do your charge slash a little earlier, since the one-shot hitbox lasts a while, which gives the enemy no chance of rolling out after jumping. When going for the charge slash lunge flick, I always recommend using it behind walls to give you some cover so you don't get easily punished. And if you missed a one-shot, turn the camera backward to hit the 80 damage projectile so your lunge has some bit of value, and you or your teammate can combo off of. When going for the charge to tap slash combo, I recommend doing it if you can go for the direct hit, since the hitbox is very solid and can limit the enemy's movement options, but of course be smart when going for this, since this combo is way slower compared to the other Splatanas. Well, that's everything I got to teach you for both Decavitators, and after a year and 6 months, I'm very satisfied with this new Splatana that will make a fine addition to my collection. But anyways, let me beg for more Splatanas one more time. Nintendo, please give me third kits for Splatanas. And I'll shut up. Okay, bye.